right-handed archers on this target. I think it's going to help him out here.
Oh, for sure. If you were lefty, you'd be staring right into that sun a little bit.
You'll notice he anchors a little differently than a traditional recurve archer. He doesn't contact the string to his nose, which means he's actually losing a point of contact. But
too solid in the
solid five shot.
And that's got to put some pressure on the Italian right away.
Oh, for sure. He knows he needs to be in the yellow. He's still waiting. 80 seconds left on the clock.
If I remember, he did that during the semis as well.
Yeah.
Waited quite a long time before he shot any of his arrows.
Yeah, that is a strategy for some recurve archers. They like to feel that pressure and have to shoot a fast shot, so they can't over-aim and hold too long. So that's a 4 and a 6. Great 6. Great first target. 16, just off Brady's 17 on this target.
That puts a lot of pressure on his opponent in a hurry.
Yep. So he needs 2 6s here just to tie. Anything less, he's going to be down in the match after the first target.
And he's down to 30 seconds already.
So 3 star it's marked as. Could be upgraded to a 4. We see the sun reflecting off his sunglasses, so it is out there on his eyes. And that was a much better shot and a solid 5. So
we'll just have to wait to see what the asterisk is going to be, if it's going to be a 4 or a 3.
Yep.
But great opening target by Wataru.
So either a 3 or a 4-point lead heading into target number 2. We've seen recurve archers struggle a little bit on the second target. It's their first uphill of the day. So how they handle that is going to help predict how they do on that 4th and final target.
I think the people retrieving the arrows from the finals venue are definitely happy that they're using the foam targets instead of the straw bales that we were shooting into.
Yep.
A few times they got pretty tough to pull arrows out of.
Oh yeah. And I was thinking, pulling those arrows, if you really yanked, you could go rolling down that hill.
Oh, even out of these?
Yeah. And we see magnifying glasses coming out. It is a close one, so we're going to have to wait for the judges' call on that. Going to look at it from a couple different angles, make sure they get the call right. I've seen really great officiating so far at this tournament. Always good to see as a competitor.
And I mean, you see a lot of the judges time and time again at the field events and everything. The gentleman that was just calling the arrow, I just remember other times anyway.
To the 40 centimeter target. Again, this is the second smallest target shot on the field course. Sometimes hear it referred to as the quad because in qualification you'll shoot 4 of these targets per bale.
He did not look happy on that first shot.
No, didn't see where it went, but it looks like left 4. So again, we see left arrow by first and
a
6.
Much better second shot.
See, the top archers are correcting right away for their second arrow.
And he's already into his 3rd arrow before the Italians even shot 1.
Yeah, he is not messing around. He's but look at that space to his nose.
Yeah.
Wow. He's holding for a while.
He held for a long time on the last target as well.
See the arm start to shake, but that's a 6. He caught that, no question. The Japanese archer comes back. And I think
Looks
that's
like
also
another
a 6. Good target, 16 on that. Again, puts the pressure on Italy to put up some big numbers here. Ooh, that's a 4 left.
It's looking like he's trying to swing that in at the last minute on those arrows.
I think he's really struggling.
Well, he's down to 30 seconds again.
Again, plenty of time. He's got experience. He knows what he's doing. He does have time for a letdown. We're just now at 20 seconds. And that was a much cleaner shot. Looks like a 6. So again, that second arrow he's struggling with seen both targets. He's kind of had a little bit of a yank on those.
Looks like Wataru's going to hold on to a 4-point advantage going into the bunnies here.
Yeah, and we see a smile and a fist pump to the crowd. It's always great to see. We don't see that on the men's side as often.
Not all the time, no. But I mean, he's shooting well, even though his style is just a little bit different than normal. But I mean, it seems to work well.
It's a little bit different, and I think a lot of that comes down to everybody's body's a little different. The length of their arms, which muscles are a little stronger, the shape of their face. I found face shape really makes a difference, unlike compound where you have a release. Face shape really determines your anchor.
He wastes no time. No. He already well into this.
Gold.
No.
And in these finals matches, gold with a recurve is most likely going to win you the match. So Italy still yet to shoot an arrow with 70 seconds left on the clock. And now we see him drawing back. Ooh, he's really struggling right now, I think. I don't know if it's nerves or what. Oh, and so definitely open the door a little bit here. That was a much better shot, much cleaner release. And we see a 4 just shy of the 5 ring, just a little low. So can he adjust on this next arrow? We have 26 seconds left on the clock, plenty of time. He draws back. And 4-star, so again, 4-5 liner low, so did not adjust from that second arrow, surprisingly.
I mean, right now we're looking at an 8-point advantage going into that last target, and that's huge.
It is, but we have seen 8-point leads lose the match.
I'm very curious to see what his first arrow is going to be like and how fast he fires that, and what kind of pressure he puts on the Italian.
Yeah. If he can score his first arrow, I think the Japanese archer is going to win this match. I think that first arrow is crucial. Having not been out there and shot this, whereas the Italian archer, he may have a little less confidence from these first 3 targets, but he's been out there, so he's going to have confidence on this target.
Well, I mean, Wataru, he did have his teammates shoot this a little earlier, so hopefully their styles are similar, and she'll be able to pass on some good knowledge to him.
Yeah, so both arrows did not get upgraded, so 5 for Japan, 4 for Italy. And again, my thoughts are here, Japan puts a scoring arrow on there, the first target, and I think that wins him the match.
I'm gonna bet it's within the first 5 seconds. That seems to be his style. I mean,
we see Judge
he's already grabbing string.
Yep.
He's up and gone.
And let's see where this arrow lands.
I mean, he likes to put the pressure on.
And again, much better clicker control than some of the younger archers. Oh, but he lets down.
Big smile on his face.
I don't know if he was torquing his bow and his coach caught it, and you see that he pulled right through the clicker and let that down. So I'm guessing the pin was nowhere near where he wanted it when that clicker went off. So again, we see him Japanese step up. It's solid 4, good first arrow. I think that gives him the match. If I were to call it right now, betting.
I would definitely solid the whole match. There was nothing really different from any target. He stepped up, he shot. If there was an adjustment needed.
We see he was right on both of them, inches to go to pull through. These guys are right, look at that arrow, right on the tip of the clicker. And he gets that off, and it's just
out into a 1.
I think. Yeah. So disappointing.
Now if he hits in the 4. Yep. So I mean, that basically gives him the match.
But surprising, that was right with his first arrow. He didn't compensate. He's still right-hand side of the 4, so interesting strategy for him. And there's a
much
4.
better shot from Mandia.
He made an adjustment. So let's see where this last arrow goes.
And another 4.
There's his adjustment, a little too much, but more than enough. He has a 15-point lead with 1 arrow left for Italy, so no way to win the match, but solid 4 there the entire time. Italy really looked like he was struggling a little bit in some of those shots. Look at that smile. So that's,
The guy shot so strong throughout this final match.
For sure. And he was either the 8 or 9 seed, so that means he had to come through opponents. So great shooting.
Come away with 2 medals right off the hop is, I mean, that says something about the program they're
Oh, for
putting
sure.
together.
Yep. So again, just like we've talked about other Asian countries, they came prepared. They may not have a lot of experience in these tournaments, but I'm sure they practiced and prepared for this. You see the crowd
Well, you would wonder if they
starting to put layers back on.
if they'd gone to their own area with the ski jumps.
They very well might have. So
What was that, Osaka? Or no, I'm wrong. It was they just had the